Hey guys, how's it going? Fixing to do what I promised, man. We're out here at Just Valves on this CST 350. Number one, and I'll cover all this in the steps. Warm this thing up and get it as warm as you can. Operating temperature. And then, of course, you got to let it cool down a little bit, reach in there and get them bolts. But that's the first step, which I'm doing right now. Fixing to cut it off. I've been sitting here running for about 20 minutes. So, next, pulling that valve cover off, adjusting the valve. See you in just a second. Well, hey guys, out here, got the motor warmed up, got all that stuff done, and then what we're gonna do, I got 4 bolts I gotta take out the valve cover. I think I got you a good vantage point, honestly, as long as it don't start smoking too bad when I adjust the valve. But gotta take the valve cover off, and then, let's do what we gotta do. What you may need here, I know you need a 7/16 socket, ratchet, that kind of thing. You might need a 9/16, ½ inch, depending on the accessories that's sitting on your motor. This one right here is just straight through. It's just, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's nothing in the way. So this is what we're fixing to do. Give me a minute. I'm gonna take those 4 out, get that valve cover off. We're gonna set you up and we're gonna adjust them valve. All right, we got our valve cover off. Next, we need to install some little pins in here, and I'll explain it. Now, you can adjust these, man. Just stick you a piece of cardboard back here to keep that oil coming in. But if you got a high compression engine, man, that thing will shoot forever. So I recommend these little things I'm fixing to put in here. I'm fixing to set you up at your little vantage point, and I'm going to put these little things in, explain to them, what they are, and then we'll fire this thing up just whichever valve looks, is closest to you. But what we're doing, right after all that, when we get ready, because you ain't going to be able to hear me talk under here, you're going to need a 5/8 ratchet and socket, either a deep well or a standard 5/8 on a 2-inch extension. But what we're going to do is we're going to back that nut out. This one right here. And we're going to back it out till we hear this thing on this end start clattering. Then you'll hear it. And then we're going to go back in. We're going to tighten that down till that clatter stops. And then we're going to turn this thing 3/4 of a turn. That's standard setting on this 350. I tend to like to leave them like about a half turn, but again, not my truck, so we're going to do factory specs on it. So hang on, I'll set you up. We'll put this stuff in, and I'm not going to talk much. We'll fire it up and I'll adjust it, and then I'll be back. Well, hey guys, new day. Got caught up in the shop. Didn't get out here to adjust them yesterday. But anyway, we're on it today. Made a misstatement. Need to tell you about that one. I said high compression engine. What I was meaning was high volume oil pump. Because them things, man, just squirt oil like crazy and it gets everywhere. But anyway, here we go. We're fixing to get at it. Let me explain these little stoppers I got in here, right? What they are, and you can pick them up in any parts place, but they're this little thing right here. You see that little, well, maybe it'll focus, I don't know. Yeah, you see that little spout on there? It's got an actual hole. But what it does is it cuts down on the oil getting splattered out of them rocker arms. and keeps that stuff from getting everywhere. You might get a little bit, you know, down in here and mostly out that back corner. But what you want to do, man, is you'll take these. I don't know if you can see it, but you see that hole right there in that rocker arm where the push rod comes through? That's how it oils that rocker arm. So you just slide that over it. Sorry. Make sure you get that pin in the hole, and then you're good to go. All right, let me set you up. We'll adjust these valves, or this, whichever valve's closest you can see the best. That's the one I'm going to adjust because they've already been adjusted. Anyway, give me a second. You hear the clatter? Now we're going to shut it down. There it is. All right, 3/4 of a turn. 1/4. One half. Three-quarters. Yeah, I was going to do the free-handed thing. That didn't work out too well. But there you go. And you're going to go through each one of them the exact same way. And that's about as simple as it gets. I like to do them with the engine running. I've tried it many a times, especially on my little S10, that little V6. Doing it without the engine running, it never turns out the way it's supposed to. Because I always go back, even if I do, well, you know, presetting, getting it ready to start up, yeah. But every time I've done that and I go back and adjust them with the engine running, there's always some too tight, some too loose. They're never the same, you know. So there you go. I said I'd do this. That's what I did. I think I give you all the tools, all the information you need. It's not hard, you know. And like I said previously on the one where I was supposed to upload this, first time I did it, I was, you know, just scared to death. And I tried it 2 or 3 times. I couldn't figure it out. My granddad had to come out of the shop, you know, and explain. And once I done and got it, it's common sense stuff, man. It's real easy. What really concerned me was learning what 3/4 of a turn was. I mean, what do you mean 3/4 of a, you know? But it's simple. For us guys that do this stuff on a regular basis, you know, this video is pretty silly. But for you guys that's never done this and want to learn how to do it, this is, you know, is about as informative as I can get. But those little, you know, stoppers, you can buy them anywhere. You're going to need a 7/16 to get ratchet and socket to get the valve cover off, and, you know, whatever tools you need to get, whatever accessory out of the way so you can get the valve cover off. A 5/8 socket and ratchet, and just back them out till they clatter, tighten them down till they quit clattering, then go 3/4 of a turn, just like I did. And you do that on every one of them. Now, hey, your valves are adjusted. Anyway, that's it. Y'all take care. It's fixing to start raining like crazy here Saturday and Sunday. So, you know, and I got a wedding to go to Saturday, tomorrow. Sunday, if it don't rain like they're saying, I'm planning on getting out here and do some more stuff to this thing. But until then, man, I'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care. Hope things are treating you right. Hope things are good in your world, man. Like, share, subscribe. Leave comments. I love seeing the comments, you know. I try to, answer back, you know, if it's something I need to answer back to or anything like that. But hey, help me out a little bit here. But anyway, we'll talk to you later.